Hi, welcome to Arty Crafty Alchemy. As you can see, it's Hedgehog Hollow Box time again. I'm the Arty Crafty Alchemist. This is my assistant.
Hello.
Let's see what we got this month. She's just going to slice open the box. Now, as you may have noticed, my box is a little bit beat up and battered around. I think the postie was playing football with it. Who knows?
Open sesame.
So this month we have a beautiful watercolour and flower card. And it says, welcome to our first floral themed box. We are excited to be sharing Catherine Pooler's amazing ink with you, as well as a stamp set designed by the lovely Shauna Bingaman, who designs for many crafty companies including Catherine Pooler. We also have some wonderful brush pens for you to practice with the brush tips for fun designs and brush lettering. We can't wait to see what you create, and remember to tag us in your creations, brought to life by you. You never know when we might be sending out some happy mail. Happy stamping, Alexandra and the Prickle. So this month we have a fruit chew orange with lime centre lollipop.
Oh, you don't like orange. Yes.
Doesn't mean I don't get to taste it. Coral Cabana Premium Dye Ink Party Collection from Catherine Pooler. Marvi Uchida Colour In Markers. So they're interesting. I haven't actually seen them before. Then we have this lovely large floral set with leaves. So these are the ones, they're the Hedgehog Hollow stamps, and they're illustrated by Shauna Klingerman. Bountiful Blooms. Then we have the negative space stamps, and they are called Bountiful Blooms Add-on. And this one is illustrated by Emmy Daver. So that goes with that, and you can stamp this one and then stamp this around it. Then we have Bloom Where You Were Planted Hedgehog Hollow, and this one is illustrated by Emmy Daver again. Then this month again we have an envelope. We have a grey, a blue, and a colour that matches the ink pad coral colour, and it's sparkly. Really pretty. And our bases for creating our projects. So that is this month's Hedgehog Hollow kit. I'm just going to have a quick swatch of these Marvi Uchida blendable colours brush tip pens. They don't have the colours on them. So we have lime. You get quite thin lines and quite thick lines when you press down. Then there is blue, pink. They are quite skinny, very skinny. So I don't know if that will play in with how people use them for lettering and stuff. A nice pastel colour range. Works in quite well with the LDRS inks we got in a box a few months ago that I'll link
Down below.
That I'll link at the end of the video if you want to check it out. And my daughter wants to try the lollipop before I start the project.
Hey!
Quite orange.
They don't want it.
What do you think?
I'll like this.
I don't mind it. It's one of the nicest things. Well, I still love the Swedish fish. The Swedish fish are awesome. If I ever go to America, I'm buying Swedish fish to bring home because they were amazing.
It just tastes like a normal orange.
I want to try the middle too. The middle is lime. But we won't get to that for a while, so that's not going to be on the video. Okay, I will reset and I will come back and start working on a project. It has been a few weeks since I filmed the unboxing of this video. In that time I made this card, but the video kept cutting out and being a pain in the butt, and so I didn't feel comfortable putting out the process for this card. But I used the markers we got to stamp the background, and then I also used them to watercolour the flowers with. And then I made this one, which again, I'm not happy with. I'm probably going to pull this off and repurpose it. I was trying to foil with my laminator. I have an Audi laminator and it has two settings, cold or extremely very hot. And the extremely very hot is too hot to foil nicely. I did try to foil with another sheet of cardstock on top, but then that gave a weird effect. For this one, I used my laminator semi-hot, but it's very hard to judge. I was just lucky that it came out as nice as it did, and again, it's still not perfect, so I wasn't 100% happy with that. I'm seriously thinking about buying a mink just so I can foil nicely and be able to set it at different temperatures, because this took me about 4 hours just to get that one. So that was too much time wasted, and again, it was a lot of stuffing around, so I didn't feel comfortable doing that in a video. So what I'm going to do today instead is a 1-layer card. Now I probably won't end up using the stem just because I prefer how it looked freehand. I did do a practice one. I'm not happy with how this one turned out either, but that is my practice. So I'm going to stamp a couple of these big blooms in our Coral Cabana. And with this, my first one, I made the mistake of stamping in the stems as I did each flower, and so they ended up going across flowers, which I didn't like. So I am not going to do that this time. I'm going to wait till I have all the flowers in and then add in the stems. So I'm just randomly stamping them. Then I am grabbing another one. Now that I've done that top one, I think I'll open this out. I'm just running my marker across the top of the flower, making sure I try and hit everywhere. I could do this in my stamp platform, but then I'd have to clean the stamp between each layer, and I just wanted to make a quick card because I've been feeling somewhat defeated by this box. So I want to make a card and hopefully have it look nice. We'll see how we go. Now I'm doing the same with the purple. And this time I might even bring in the pink flower. Now, as I said, I'm going to freehand in these stems. I'm just adding a little bit of wider colour to the bottom of this one before I draw in a stem, and I've made it a little wide, but it doesn't matter. That's quite a big flower, so I'll give him a wider stem. I've just layered up 2 colours there. You can also do the same by going over with the same colour and just making the line thicker. It'll give a shadow effect. And then I just go back with the lighter colour and blend it a little. Now I'm going to grab my leaf and I'm going to add in some green, and then I'm just going to add a little blue to it. And I'm just going to add some leaves in some places. That one didn't quite connect, so I'll just add a little stem to it. Just trying to add that little bit of colour into different places. I'm quite happy with how that looks. So now I'm just going to grab my stamp platform. I'm going to make sure everything is pressed up in the corner. Then I'm going to take my embossing buddy. Then I'm going to ink up my stamp really well. Going to make sure everything is still up in that corner. And then I am going to grab the embossing powder. Okay, I'm just going to heat emboss this. And there we have bloom. Next I'm going to take the Where You Are Planted. I'm going to stick these right up in the corner. Again, inking that up with the Nuvo. Now because this is a fine stamp, I'm only going to do this once. And I forgot to throw the embossing buddy on it, so we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm going to use this Nuvo copper blush. I'm going to quickly heat that up. Cool it down, and I'm going to grab my paper trimmer and cut that into a strip. And then I've trimmed a tail, and I probably should have put that on the other side, but it's all good. I might instead put this down here. I'm just going to grab some foam tape, cut some pieces to stick on the back of this, and stick the Where You Are Planted down over here. Now there is a little bit of this flower missing, so I'm just gently going to add that in with the marker. And there we have our finished card. That was a nice, quick, easy card to make. These are the 3 cards I've made. As I said, I'm going to pull this off here and do something else with it because I really don't like how that turned out. I hope you enjoyed the look at these 3 cards I made and the process for making this one and this one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and hit the bell notification if you want to know when new videos come out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.